This is Travel Tuesdays. Every Tuesday we present you with another incredible country. Today, we're looking at 15 things you didn't know about the south of France. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get informed. Hello Aluxers, and welcome back to our channel for another inspirational video brought to you by our team here at Alux.com. Today we're talking about the beautiful south of France. France is one of the largest and most popular countries in Western Europe. It's famous for its cuisine, art, and breathtaking views. The atmosphere of South France, however, is quite unlike the hustle and bustle of the crowded city streets we often associate with France. The south of France begins in a town called Valence. The southernmost boundaries of the region are washed by the Mediterranean Sea and the Atlantic Ocean. The south of France has its own distinctive air that's characterized by style and sophistication. It's definitely an area to explore if you're looking for a luxurious experience with unique history, food, culture, and beautiful beaches. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at Alux. So, let's cut to the chase and take a closer look at this beautiful region with the 15 things you didn't know about the south of France. Number 1. French is the language of love. A person who speaks French is called a francophone. There are well over 200 million people around the world who consider French to be their native language or speak it as a second language. Linguistically, it was influenced by the Roman Empire and Celtic languages. French is considered to be the language of love because 34 out of every 1,000 French phrases are romantic. That's more than any other language. Many poets also choose to write their romantic pieces using French phrases or terms of endearment because they believe the language has a certain softness when spoken. But don't worry, you don't have to be fluent in French to visit the south of France because it's quite tourist-friendly and many people there do speak English. Number 2. The French Riviera was the very first resort destination in the world. The French Riviera, which is located in the south of France, is known to the locals as the Côte d'Azur. This region stretches from Saint-Tropez to the Italian border and is kissed by the azure blue of the Mediterranean Sea. During the 18th century, it was considered as the ideal destination for upper-class British families to escape the bitter cold of winter. The French Riviera became so popular, it quickly became a playground for nobles and aristocrats from bordering nations. The area was frequented by the likes of King Edward VII of the United Kingdom, renowned novelists such as Edith Wharton, and the infamous Spanish painter Pablo Picasso. Number 3. Many celebrities own homes in the south of France, including Angelina Jolie and Bono. It's a well-known fact the south of France often attracts the rich and famous. In fact, quite a number of famous athletes, actors, singers, and wealthy entrepreneurs have purchased homes in the region. Johnny Depp made headlines in 1998 as he publicly declared his love for the region while filming a movie. Who knows who you might run into on your trip in the south of France. Number 4. The south of France is one of the best places in the world to go yachting. If you're into yachting, there's no better place to visit than the south of France. There's a comprehensive list of yachting facilities all throughout the region. You can choose yachts of varying sizes and speeds, hire a capable crew, and be on your way to having a Mediterranean adventure in no time. The shorelines along the south of France are awe-inspiringly beautiful. Plus, there are scores of secret islands and hidden beaches for you to explore. Most yachts that sleep about 12 people can be rented for around $50,000 per week, and the prices go way up from there. Number 5. The 4th richest man in the world frequents the south of France. The south of France is well known for being one of the most luxurious places on earth. This is the place to be flashy and eccentric. Bernard Jean-Etienne Arnault is the 4th richest man in the world and the wealthiest man in the global fashion industry. He's known to frequent the south of France because he owns a home there. In the summer of 2018, he was estimated to have a net worth of over $85 billion. Number 6. The south of France was the scene of an epic battle during World War II. The German invasion of southern France in World War II occurred August 1944 and lasted about a month. Tragically, this led to many casualties on both sides. The last of the German troops to surrender gave up on the 27th of August 1944. This was a turning point for battle. Helped by the Americans, the French forces were able to press on until they captured Montélimar and eventually continued on to Lyon, France. Number 7. Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt were involved in a legal battle in the region. The former power couple of Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt bought a $67 million south of France property together back in 2008 and did a number of major renovations. The home is a 17th century chateau that's undeniably beautiful. They sought out only the best contractors to get the work done. The couple hired a lighting designer named Odile Soudan. Soudan in turn hired a number of assistants and subcontractors to accomplish the mammoth task. Due to a misunderstanding with the contractor, the former couple stopped making payments to Soudan. Soudan claims that Brad Pitt even urged her to continue working even though he had stopped making payments. This caused her a great amount of turmoil and in turn ruined her business. She took the matter to the Paris Courts of Appeal and was found to be in the right. In fact, she was awarded approximately $600,000 to cover the damages. Number 8. The former richest woman in the world had a scandalous affair in the region. At the time of her death, Liliane Bettencourt was recognized as the wealthiest woman in the world. She was responsible for the L'Oreal empire that had made her entire family billionaires. They were often found among the rich and famous that frequented the south of France. She was a philanthropist and did much to help those who are less privileged. She, however, made headlines when word got out about her relationship with the then up-and-coming artist François-Marie Bagné. This went on primarily in the 1990s. Bagné had a private studio in the south of France, so it was easy to imagine the two spent a lot of time there. Bagné, although rumored to be gay, somehow convinced Bettencourt to give him gifts totaling as much as $1.5 billion. The relationship soon ended when Bettencourt's family launched an investigation into Bagné. They even sought to pursue legal action against him in 2007 because they believed he was a part of a scheme to defraud the family matriarch. Number 9. Nice is one of the best cities in France for shopping. Nice is home to some of the most exclusive luxury brands in the world. Fashionable men can enjoy visiting stores like Anglais de la Mode. This store features goods from Calvin Klein and Versace. Addict is another well-known fashion boutique among the rich and famous. This is one of the best places to get designer dresses and other exclusive pieces. Other must-see stores when you visit the south of France include Boutique Repetto, Façonnable, and La Fabrique Shop. Number 10. The most expensive house in the world is located in southern France. The world's most expensive house is being sold for $413 million. It's located in the city of Nice in southern France. The home is a little under 20,000 square feet in size and sits on a sprawling estate. The property was built back in 1830 and was once owned by Belgium's King Leopold II. Rumor has it was King Leopold II who authorized the creation of the many breathtaking gardens on the property. Some of the many great features include the antique furniture, the 3,000-book library, and the gigantic size of the home. And Aluxers, if you love learning about the luxury houses of the world, you can find out some more about them by clicking in the top right corner to watch our video, The Top 10 Most Expensive Houses in the World. Number 11. Climate change is more evident in the south of France than the rest of the country. The south of France, like everywhere else in this world, is slowly starting to show signs of being affected by climate change. Although the region generally has very mild summers, it has seen a sustained increase in temperatures. For now, this means warmer weather, but in time, this might cause harm to the native flora and fauna, eventually starting to affect the quality of life. Scientists have also indicated that climate change is far more evident in the south of France than in the northern regions. Number 12. Napoleon Bonaparte was born in the south of France. Napoleon was, without a doubt, one of the greatest French military leaders of all time. His conquests and battle strategies are used to train soldiers even today. Bonaparte was born on the French island of Corsica. The island enjoys far more autonomy than many other regions in the south of France. Corsica even has its own flag. And a fun fact, the home where Bonaparte was born is a popular tourist destination today. Number 13. Pocarol Island is home to some of the best white sand beaches in the world. Pocarol Island boasts some of the many beaches which can rival any competition for the Caribbean. The location is made up of 3 unique islands, which together form an archipelago. The islands are home to exciting locally owned restaurants like Pelagos. These islands are great for water biking, sailing, snorkeling, swimming, or just catching up on your tan. When you're through, you can spend the night in one of their many quaint hotels, like Les Mâts de Langoustier. Number 14. Some of the best wines in the world are made in the south of France. France as a whole is famous for producing exceptional wines. However, many of the most exclusive and delicious wines we enjoy actually originate from the south of France. Many wine experts and connoisseurs will boldly declare that some of the best wines in the world are from this region. The south of France produces excellent wines because the climate creates the perfect conditions for the grapes to ripen to perfection. The region produces excellent wines because the climate creates just the right conditions for the grapes to ripen to perfection. The location is blessed with long days during the peak of the growing seasons, generous winds from the Mediterranean that help to prevent diseases, and just the right amount of rainfall. Number 15. The inventors of the hot air balloon were born in southern France. If you've ever taken a ride in a hot air balloon or admired it from a distance, you have the Montgolfier brothers to thank. The brothers, Etienne and Joseph, were born and raised in a region of southern France known as Videlon. The brothers were considered to be pioneers of invention because up until their invention, traveling through the air was just a dream of the masses. In 1782, the brothers made the remarkable discovery that if hot air were collected in a bag, it would cause the bag to rise. They conducted a number of experiments with more massive balloons, and by November 21, 1783, the hot air balloon as we know it today was invented. And there you have it, Aluxers, 15 things you didn't know about the south of France. Now, we're curious to know, do you think the south of France is more suited for vacation, or could you imagine actually living there? Let us know what you think in the comments. And as always, for sticking with us until the end of the video, you know you get a bonus. Here it is, number 16. Frogs' legs are considered a delicacy in France. In most countries, frogs' legs are either hated or scorned. In the south of France, though, and across the nation, frogs' legs are considered to be a delicacy and are served in the most exclusive of restaurants. Now, before you turn up your nose in disgust, you should know that when cooked correctly, they can be quite delicious. Thank you for spending some time with us, Aluxers. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpicked these videos, which we recommend you watch next. Thank you for being an Aluxer, and we'll see you back tomorrow.